So, if you're looking to move to Jacksonville, Florida, without a doubt, you've already come across the most common and popular areas of towns. The South Sides, the Mandarins, the downtowns, the beaches, and all of those areas are great in their own right. But today, we're taking a look at the most underrated communities in the Jacksonville, Florida area. Hello everybody, my name is Valiant Broussard. Talking real estate, it's summertime, it's home buying season. Let's get into it. So if you have done any amount of research on the Jacksonville area, you almost immediately come across Jacksonville Beach, and rightfully so. We all love the sun, the ocean views, and the sand between our toes. But Jacksonville Beach living can get quite expensive quite quickly. Insert the Jacksonville Intercoastal Waterway. Now, what makes the Intercoastal so great is it sits right in between the beach and Southside Jacksonville. The Intercoastal is filled with beautiful suburbs, highly rated schools. It's just a short drive away from Southside Jacksonville, and it's also the home to a few Fortune 500 companies. But on the opposite end, it's also a short drive to not just Jacksonville Beach, but both Neptune Beach and Atlantic Beach as well. Now, while I don't normally do this in these types of videos, while we're here, I have to mention the newest and hottest new construction community a couple of miles off to the side of the Intercoastal, Seven Pines. Now, what makes Seven Pines so amazing, aside from the great location and the fact that they have quick move-ins available, they're bringing back front porch living. And with that, you're generally going to have your garage on the side or the rear of the home. And what I personally love about front porch living, it provides that community feel. Now, one quick side note when it comes to Jacksonville Beach and the Intercoastal Waterway specifically, this seems to be the one community that on occasion, other property values in the surrounding areas take a dip. This particular community manages to stay status quo. And on a couple of instances in the past, I've seen this area increase when other property values around decrease. Now, the second often overlooked area here in Jacksonville, Florida has to be North Jacks in the Jacksonville Airport. And just to state the obvious, but families who live in this area never have to worry about missing flights, especially you business folks. What I personally love about the Jacksonville Airport area is one of Jacksonville's best kept secrets for living. If you actually drew an imaginary circle around the airport in a 5 to 10 mile radius, you will find it's filled with many great neighborhoods and communities consisting of both pre-owned homes and new construction master plan developments. Now, a fun fact when it comes to North Jacks, it's about 15 to 20 minutes away from the beautiful historic Amelia Island. Be sure that you subscribe to the channel for that video coming soon. In addition, North Jacks is home to the River City Marketplace, the non-stop, ever-growing shopping, eating bonanza. And you will be delighted to find it's not just chains, but local establishments as well. Now, you will find that the River City Marketplace on the north side of Jacks is actually very similar to the St. John's Town Center on the south side of Jacks. Then that brings us to Riverside, Jacksonville. Now, when it comes to Riverside, I personally think of the 4 C's: charming, character, culture, and coffee. Riverside is known for its wonderful arts, agriculture, and preservation, even going back to the 1960s and 70s. Riverside is conveniently located between the west side and downtown Jacksonville. In fact, it's so close to downtown, it's not uncommon to see working professionals living in Riverside, but riding their bikes to work downtown Jacksonville. Now, when it comes to homes here in Riverside, they're mostly of the historic variety. And a lot of interiors are actually in the Victorian style. Definitely the most unique when it comes to homes that you will find here in Jacksonville. Now, you can't visit Riverside without experiencing Five Points. Five Points is where the Riverside comes alive, whether it's in the middle of the day, but especially when it comes to the nightlife. Five Points offers everything from handcrafted gourmet coffee to antique shopping, unique bars, and trendy boutiques. And it's right around the corner from Avondale and the Cummer Museum of Arts and Garden. Now, my personal favorite part of Riverside has to be the River Walk. It's a great place to take a stroll with a loved one, walk your dog, but at nighttime is when it really, really shines. You can see great views of Jacksonville, Florida downtown. It really is a sight to see. Hey, real quick, just wanted to take a moment to thank you for taking time out your day to check out the video.
And if you're looking to move into the Jacksonville or North Florida area, please give us a call.
I'm Valiant.
And I'm Heather.
Back to the video. Now, the fourth most underrated here in the Jacksonville area has to be Fleming Island. Now, when it comes to Fleming Island, it's actually located parallel to Orange Park, Florida and Middleburg, Florida. And in my opinion, it's actually the best part of Jacksonville with the least amount of traffic. And I'm pretty sure that families who live in the area are all living on island time. If I had to describe Fleming Island, it's definitely the diamond in the rough. Now, while Fleming Island is technically not surrounded by one large body of water, it includes multiple, such as Doctor's Lake, Black Creek, and the St. Johns River, and Fleming Island is known to be the home of the marina. The current population of Fleming Island is 30,582, and the median home price in the area is $425,000. Now, while a lot of folks drive to the busier parts of Jacksonville for work and play, the two things that seems to keep families from permanently leaving Amelia Island has to be the highly rated schools and their properties. Reason being, it is extremely hard to find resale homes when it comes to Fleming Island. And while this is a bit different, it actually makes sense because Fleming Island seems to have always been a generational community. Then there's OAKLEAF Plantation. Now, OAKLEAF lives right between Orange Park, Florida, and the west side of Jacksonville. And as odd as it sounds, I've always called OAKLEAF the south side of the west side of Jacksonville, just because they share so many similarities. OAKLEAF Plantation is significant for its nature preserves and nature trails. And of all things, OAKLEAF specializes in tennis. While there are various recreational and amateur leagues in the area, the OAKLEAF Court of Eagle Landing plays host to the ITF Tennis World Tour annually. All the way from 2002, when OAKLEAF Plantation was originally established as a 6,400 acre master plan community. But here we are 20 years later, it has taken a life all on its own. It's still growing and there's no signs of it slowing down. Now, one thing I have to say about OAKLEAF, their amenities are second to none.
If you're looking to learn more about moving to Jacksonville, watch this video right here.